From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lauletta after the interception. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, is going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball in the backfield.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up in air. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 39 that time. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jarred it loose. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. From the left hash, this from 37. And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And New York set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, Not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
No. Check. Patriot.
On first down, Lauletta. Under pressure, they got him again. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Detroit! Gun!
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5.
Now, Barney!
On second down, here's Lauletta to Barkley on the check down. And now running right through it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
Detroit!
This is 3rd and long. Here's Lauletta. He's going to launch this thing. He's got him in. Complete. The way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 83 yards. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Redskins now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts. Understanding where the play's going and being able to make a play on the football.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play call, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Lauletta to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Aldrick Rosas now to try the Giants field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Rosas puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side here, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
No, check, Patriot! Fine now, lucky 56, lucky 50.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Out to the left, it's complete to Dodson. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Von Miller in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Back to throw here. It's brought in by Dodson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escapes the defender. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact to complete it.
And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. In for the score. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Every so often, the tight end plays Houdini on you. They give you the illusion that they're going to block. Then they find their way into the end zone, and that's when the quarterback delivers.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone! Hot!
Here's Lauletta now on second. He's going to look deep down the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Thomas, the intended target. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And with the play clock winding down, Jay Gruden's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit. Detroit.
Looking to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Detroit!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He gets it to Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one goes for 24 yards.
Gone! 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 Hot! Hot!
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout.
Leopard! Leopard!
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Motion, motion, motion. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot!
Out of the gun, Loletta. He dumps it off to Barkley. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Gone! Detroit!
Lauletta now to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. The Redskins looking for an timeout, and they get it as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And they'll try the air now with Lauletta. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big...
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are in for 6. Rosas to add the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19.
throw here out of the gun. It's hauled in by Doxson. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Back
to throw now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Edwards in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop the throw. Completes it right side to Doxson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And on fourth down, they come up and take the knee. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now here's Lauletta, escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this, trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Set! Blue landing! Blue landing!
They start on the ground with Geis. tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Lauletta after the interception. Incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
All right, now,
After the
lucky 56.
incomplete pass,
Lucky
here now
56.
is 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A shotgun snap to Lauletta. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, here's Lauletta. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 45 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The pitch goes to Barkley. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. Lauletta, he'll look to throw. It's complete. Slings it out to his running back. And, this is going to depend on forward progress. But they're saying no, he didn't get there. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and that is incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have is chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position. Because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Meanwhile, down in Philly, it's the Bengals hoping to pull off a bit of a shocker. They lead in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Well, both sides searching for adjustments. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
On first down, it's Lauletta. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Gone, gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Lauletta on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the the 27. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. His throw incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Here we go now. 319. 319. Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Thomas. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Making the tackle there, Corn Elder. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run for it with Barkley. And some room to work. The 20. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
From the red zone now, Loletta. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
No, check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. They'll set up to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Back to throw here. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Von Miller in there for sack number 127 in his great career. Moving him past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going up top. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. No, check. Patriot.
He'll go on the ground. And an alley to run. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Lauletta. Left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. The toss out to Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Again, it's Barkley. And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Quinn. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Detroit! Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! All right, now look at 56.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
I know it's hard to see inside the face mask of the defender right now, but I'm willing to guess that there's a nice little grin on his face because To make that type of a play downfield, you wonder if you're going to be able to make it. You know that if you don't make it, it's a big play that you're giving up. But when you do bat the ball away and you come back and you embrace your teammates, that's a lot of momentum you're bringing back to the huddle. Now you feel like they can't complete anything when they don't hit deep shots.
On play action, they'll throw. And the third down pass falls incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Lucky 56. Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. So
they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Instead of a run, Longletto wants to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
A handoff to Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Longletto. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Detroit! Detroit!
Here's a give to Barkley. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Giants, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.